Hello YouTube and Infinite Magic Ray players. So today we are going to bring a quick kind of tutorial almost on how to do broken lands. So we are a little not so satisfied with our score, but that'll be okay. We wound up pulling what did we pull? We pulled 17 billion day one, so it wasn't phenomenal. We wound up third place for the first day, but that's okay. We will try to do better for tomorrow's attempt, but we're not going to do it for a little while. We want to get more chariots so that way we can upgrade. But again, playing this Jack team, if you notice on Skip, it's pretty highly versatile. Same thing for if you manual it. A lot of it boils down to the RNG of you know what stuns happen when. So look, 19 billion. We could have hit 19 billion, but yeah, it's difficult. Anyhow, getting into how you broken lands, right? So I would say first and foremost, a lot of it does depend on your guild strength, right? And ideally, you start at the bottom and you work your way up, and you do want to be like the first one to collect a few towers because there are rewards. Like for this one, I got almost 1900 just as a claim bonus, plus I get the garrison output. But ideally, you'll want to have 10 garrisons every single day. And what I like to do is, so I haven't done my attacks yet, and what I will do is I'll look at the level 10 towers. And of course, this is going to vary based off of your strength and your guild strength, but they could be level 9s, level 8s, level 7s that you're looking at. But for our guild, we're looking at level 10s. And this one right here looks like it's pretty juicy. We have 10 people in it, so that means we've got a decent attack rate, def rate, and HP rate buff. So what I'm going to do here is take a look at my garrisons and see if I have any useful heroes that I've locked up. It looks like Nazeel's locked up. We could take him. And we could take our Quinlan. And then we're going to jump into trying this. So what I think that I'll do is put Nazeel Quinlan here. And I don't like to burn up all of my good heroes, but I do know that I have to sacrifice every single time. Maybe we'll try Nazeel Catherine. Because again, you don't want to lock up too many good heroes in Garrison. You want to be able to use heroes every day. I feel like I might need Heng, but we're gonna put Panda and just see. We'll see if we can work it with this. So we're gonna challenge, and I don't really like to manual these fights unless it looks like I'm going to win. So we'll start with a skip and see kind of what the battle results look like. So defeat at 186 turns. That tells me that we think this is possible. It sounds like it depends on Nazeel hitting a freeze. So we're going to press skip a few times just to see if we can clear it without manualing it. And we did. So there we go. We've got our second tower 10, level 10 garrison. Um, and that's kind of what this is about, is you want to maximize your total output of chariots. So that way you can increase your blessings. So we do have I don't think that I can hit 2 level 10s in a day, but we can try. We can certainly try. Who would we use? 62. No, that does not look like it's going to be successful. 38. No, that's not going to work. What if we had Lydia instead of Nita? Or I mean Hag. No, see, so I usually use my Santa Jack combo for level 10 towers, just because that's going to provide the damage that I need. So this might be it for level 10 towers. 200 turns. Wait a second. Something might be possible here. Yeah. For some reason, it looks like it's doing a little bit better now. Hmm. Very interesting. I think that we'll give it a shot on manual. So Nita, Lydia looked like it was going to be the team. So we'll give it a shot on manual and see what happens. Hey, stop with the auto. think here we'll do speed up. You know what? I think Lydia opened with the wrong move, but I'm not sure. Whew! Pain. Yeah. So I don't know what they did last time to get so far because we didn't make it nowhere with that. So we'll start with S2. We'll do Quinlan, S4, Singer. So I think it may have to do with the RNG on, what Quinlan does. 3 reason why I did that was to unfreeze my Lydia from the, because she can't bullet chase if she's frozen, and we want her to be able to. Okay, well, it does not look like that's happening. I'll press skip a couple more times just to see. Um, Actually, you know what? Because I would typically garrison my hang. We could try it like this. 41 turns, that wasn't very good either. 49. Definitely looks like Mamuk was providing a lot of utility. But, so, I think we're probably tapped out on level 10s. I'm gonna try one more time because I was curious. Well, 44, I mean, it seems to do so well. And then it just stops. 168. I mean, why is that? I don't quite understand. Anyways, that's it for that. I don't think we'll be able to garrison a second level 10 week, and typically we've not been able to. I mean, maybe we could try it again here. Denmark, Singer. 40 turns. 200, okay. And that's kind of what I'm looking for is like the turn count because if we make it up to like 200 turns, it makes me believe that it's clearable. But I'm having my doubts. I don't think that we're gonna get this tower. So we'll then, since we're tapped out on level 10s, we're gonna take a look at our level 9s and see if we have any level 9s that have a few people in them, and we don't. So that's fine. We'll give it a shot with what we have here. I think I was using Quinlan, and we were using Memuk, wherever he may be. Ah, he's gone. Where's my Memuk? There he is. Um, who was I using? Hmm, I forget who it was. Singer is who I was using. Okay. And then we'll challenge with Nito Lydia and see. Wow, that one was actually really not so great. Alright, so this one's not working. We're gonna check the other level 9s. And this is pretty much like my daily ritual whenever it's broken land time is try to move up into higher towers. 87, that was a little bit more promising. Oh, 87 again? Maybe not. 300, Memuk Singer. Let's freaking go. The MVPs. Yeah, that might not be might not be what we can do, and that's fine. You know, these towers get easier every single day, so uh, if you can't garrison level 9s and 10s, you know, like I said, you just work your way down the list. So since this is a level 8, I'm gonna try to put 2 weaker heroes in, um, and then see if we can clear it with stronger heroes. I probably should have CC here, so we'll take out this and put this. Okay, so we're actually going to change this. So let's take out you, and we'll put in you, and then we'll go Lydia with Mamuk. Doesn't seem to be very much better, huh? If we put Singer instead of Mamuk. There it is. Okay, so we got a level 8 on the belt, and Popper's a good one that I like to garrison because I don't really use him very much. Do we have any other level 8s with people in it? Looks like this one's got a few. Let's check our garrisons and see if there's anybody we can move over. We'll see if we can put space in here. Space in Nidrold maybe. Then we could use like Hang, Cindo Bunny, or Memuk. 108. Looks like we're not even really doing damage. Maybe our Nidrold doesn't have gear. That's fine. I don't really feel like re-gearing, so we'll just take a level 7. And this is what it boils down to, is just every day trying to move up. Um, not enough damage. Wow, adding Rebelli actually cost me. Still not enough damage. But with Agatha. Yeah, my Ned roll is just not doing anything. I think he doesn't have gear. I think that's the problem. Okay, let's fix that real quick. I don't care too much about what he's wearing, just as long as it's something. Yeah, trying to do this with a single set. We'll just slap some whatevers on him, and then go back. And this is just what it is. It's every single day do the chore. Mid rolled and space. Wait a minute, there was a level 7 with wizard. I would say it's not like end all be all that the factions do match up, but where is this it? Did I really move out of a level 7 tower? I did. Oh, is that because I was trying to do... Yeah, I was trying to do a level 8. Okay, so mid space. Hmm. Be short an L. No. Cindo. That actually looked better, so we'll give that a few runs. And I don't like to spend too terribly much time on it. The biggest thing for me is just like add another high tower to the list and just kind of work your way back up. So if we don't, let's put net space, and we'll just make sure that we have it garrisoned, because every hour on the hour, you get your charioite bonuses. How do we say that? I don't know. Okay, so we got a level 7 back. I don't think. See, our lowest is level 4s. We can try to move up to a level 5. This one right here looks like it might be pretty easy. That's a level 1. Say Bunny, Agatha, Bren. Yep, so we moved up 1, and we'll take in the level 4, say Elena, and try to find another 5 or 6. It's got a decent amount of people. This has actually got a decent amount of people. This might be useful. So we'll take you, and I don't know, Grace, Chardonnay, Elsa. We don't have CC here really. Yeah, I probably can't CC level 7. Or I can't clear level 7 without CC. Okay, so then we'll jump over to a level 6 and Chardonnay, and we'll just fit in whoever. Ah! Come on now. I know we can beat a level 6 with some wild heroes. Can we really not? That's crazy to me. Okay, so we'll retake the level 5 that we jumped out of. And and that looks like that's it for regarrisoning today. But it's, you know, just a daily essentially, if you would. Ah, so we've got our garrison from, I think we started before the reset with like 14, and now we're at almost 19. So that's pretty good there. Next thing to do is I was trying to just add a little bit of buff right before I did my attack. That's why these are level 21. I usually keep them 20 and pump straight red into 40. So that's what we'll do is over the course of the next hours, we'll just keep upgrading this. Now to get into how I like to attack the boss. So again, as you saw, I think we were doing like what, anywhere between 15 to, oh my goodness, I said 15, and of course we show up with a 14. I know I saw a 19 earlier, but let's get into how this fight works. So let's just get right into it. The stats are the same as they were. As far as how you play it, it's very similar. We do have a lot more CC to worry about from this boss. So in this fight, effect res is pretty important. I know it's not as, or it's not really important at all in the Withering Coast because of how the Singer passive works. But because this boss has 2 different means of effect res, I mean, like stun, then the effect res does become more important. And that's pretty annoying. He already stunned my Jack. Boom. Another thing that we want to try to do fairly ASAP is get a spotlight on Jack, because in this particular fight, since your stats are so massive, right? Let's just take a look. Jack's got 414,000 attack, so let's just really quickly we're gonna put the spotlight on Jack just to show you. So right now he's at 560 because he got attack up. Like, he went up almost 150,000 from attack up. So now we're gonna put spotlight into Jack. That spotlight boosted him. Oh no, it increases the damage dealt, so you don't see it on this stat, but it does make his um that hit much harder. That was almost 500 million. So you're gonna want to keep that on him as often as you can. Like, the less S4s that he uses without it, the better. He's doing about 500 right now. $19.8 to 222. Wow, that was freaking weak, man. Why you gotta be so weak? Hmm. Very good. Got the cooldown. Okay, well he's almost 10 stacks. So maybe we'll get to see momentarily what he'd be doing. This is not a very clean run. I'd be surprised if we hit like 14. But I do notice that it kind of tends to even itself out towards the end of the fight. So we do have that going for us. So right here, the spotlight and the jack is going to be more important than the S4, like the team-wide speed up. Yeah, there we go. Almost 800 million on that S4. So that was a pretty clean looking one. That one was like 500 million. Okay. All those little buffs, like they're tremendous. The way they add up and scale, like having attack up, having spotlight, having the red egg, all of that stuff. It's pretty wild. I think we got the, yeah, we did. So we're gonna blue egg to cleanse that. That was almost 800 million. Yes, I don't get it. Attack up is a wild thing. And we got the bullet chase. So spotlight on Jack. 7 to 7.6. 7.6 to 8.3. 8.3 to 9.1. So like even the attack up in and of itself combined with the spotlight, I mean the difference in the way that your S4s hit are, I mean, they're just nuts. And making sure you have all these buffs at the appropriate time. It makes this a painful fight. Like this is honestly and truly, as much as I enjoy playing PvE, this is not a fight that I enjoy. Like not in any way, shape, or form. Boom. Okay, boom. All right, all right. There's so many variables, and like the difference between 14 billion and 20 billion in a single run, it all falls on what buffs land when and what debuffs land when. But now we're creeping up on like 1 billion per attack, so it's actually starting to balance itself out, even though we had a bad like start. Okay, we had a bullet chase. We did, so we'll cleanse the intertwined. And then we'll drop S4. That was actually nice. The emblem took effect. I think that emblem taking effect when it did is going to be like the difference and why I thought that this was not going to be a good fight and it turning into a decent one. Yeah, because now we're at 16 bill. Here we'll do S4 because we want Lydia to, yep, that did it. We're going to put yellow egg to try and save our butt. If I'm being honest, I probably should have used that. I shouldn't have used that when I did, but I did. Okay, 16 billion. I don't think that we're gonna spotlight and eject just that way we don't burn the cooldown of that because we can still lap the boss. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. So here we're gonna S4 again, trying to lap the boss and see if we can get another couple of S4s in before this fight ends. Boom. Tenacity up. And this is gonna be a hit. Yeah, that was a hit. Okay. Right here, I don't think we get. Yeah, we don't get another turn, so we're just gonna red egg into check, drop the S4, get to 18 billion, and hope that we have the emblem did not take effect. Okay, so I think that's it. I think that's our. Oh, we got bullet chase. Let's freaking go. Boom, boom, boom. So the fight did kind of sort itself out at the end. It was almost 19 billion, not quite. But that's essentially how I go about it. I would say that was a terrible run of RNG as far as like the debuffs, and I probably did make a few mistakes. Wasn't really, it's getting close to midnight my time, so just kind of wanted to put the content out there, show you guys kind of how I approach this fight. There's good. I mean, I can't even stress enough how much this fight is like the bane of my existence. Like, Wuthering Coast is way more simple. There's not as many debuffs and things that you have to worry about really screwing up your turn orders. You don't have to worry about Lydia getting stunned. So, like I said, effect res on her is important. The effect hit on Rister kind of just isn't worth it at all for this fight because you're not landing death down. The effect res of the boss is just so phenomenally high that it doesn't do anything for you. But yeah, that's it. 18 billion. It's not a bad run. It's not a great run, but you know, the mechanics are there. Basically, the mechanics is pray you don't get wrecked by the boss RNG. But that's it. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys are able to make use of this content and the strategies that I use to try to, increase my amount of charoites that I get because that's really what's going to determine how much damage you can do. The more buffs that you can apply earlier on will translate to more damage. I think red's very important, especially if you're using the Jack solo DPS comp, because what we're doing is increasing his attack. I think after you would do red, you'd probably take all three of them to level 30, and then I don't know if I have a preference on green or force to 40 first, but 30 for the turn meter because this is a immense buff right here. All the turn meters going up by 8% at the end of their turn, so you'll get more. You'll get more passive increase in turns. So take them all to level 30 once you get your red to level 40. If you're using Jack as the DPS character, that would be the key in my opinion. But anyhow, that's it. Logging out. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.